Welcome to another edition of the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie. It's everything about the outdoors. Take it away, guys.
Good morning. Welcome to the Good Outdoors on a Feel Good Friday here in South Georgia. Broadcasting live from the 99.5 Kicks Country Studios on Ella Street in beautiful downtown Valdosta, Georgia. This is the Good Outdoors, brought to you every Monday through Friday. You can check us out on the web at www.thegoodoutdoorswithaz.com. Also on Facebook at the Good Outdoors with a Z. So check us out. All you can do is punch it in the search bar, but it should pop right up. Got about 82, working on 8,300 likes there. So we got a big following there. Want to give a quick shout out to Pam Neesmith this morning. I know Pam needs some thoughts and prayers. She's got some things going on, so we want to make sure we rise up here in the nation and get some support to Pam there. So y'all make sure you keep her in your thoughts and prayers. You can look her up on Facebook too at Pam Neesmith. So check her out. She's a great friend. She's brings us a little treat every now and then. She's her and her husband, they hunt and they make sausage and I'm telling you, some fine sausage. I could
I'm over here drooling thinking about it now.
I know it. I could get used to having some of that. A little wet outside this morning. I think we got a little rain last night. I didn't hear it, but it did look like there was some evidence of it at my house last night. So rain yesterday afternoon again. It's we're in that same pattern, that same afternoon thunder shower pattern. It got real hot yesterday. I think the high got up to about 97. Shouldn't be quite as bad today. Lots of news this morning. Of course, the Senate passed their version of the immigration bill. I think it passed 68-32 or something along those lines. Now it's going to be headed to the House, where all indications are that it's dead on arrival there. Which, personal opinion here, you may not agree with it. I think it should be dead on arrival. I don't know what our listening audience thinks. If you have a comment on that, you're welcome to call in 229-253-0995. But we got to secure our border, and there's nothing in there that leads me to believe that that's even a priority in this bill. So it's got a lot of problems there. So they'll be hashing that out over the next few weeks. It'll be in the news, and of course the guy from that has leaked the information from the NSA is causing an uproar. We don't even know where he's at. Last I heard, he was in Moscow in the airport, but nobody's actually seen him. So it's a mystery to me where he's at and where he's headed. Hong Kong, Japan, and Ecuador has issued statements to the U.S. that you better not threaten us. They're in an uproar about it.
Oh, yeah, they wasn't too happy about that.
No, and I don't know what's going to happen there. Of course, President Obama, he made the comment at a news conference yesterday that he wasn't going to send any F-16s after some young computer hacker. So I thought that was a pretty cool statement from the president there, not giving the guy any credit, even though we all are upset at what he did. And of course, he's a wanted man, and he needs to be brought to justice for what he's done. But we're not going to stop the country and put all our focus there. We need to be putting it in other areas. So good luck with finding him. And we've got a sighting of a jaguar that I wanted to talk about this morning out in Arizona, and this one seems to be it seems that this one is a particular a strain or species of jaguar that does occur in the wild and has been seen in the United States, but photos of an extremely rare jaguar roaming Forest Service land near Arizona's Santa Rita Mountains has been published by the Arizona's Daily Star, which got the images from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The male jaguar, believed to be the lone known unconfined jaguar in the U.S., the only one, pretty cool, has been in the area since at least September of 2012, when its image was captured by a hunter's motion detector camera. Jeff Humphrey, public outreach specialist with the Fish and Wildlife Service, spoke to Yahoo News and explained that around the time the hunter captured the photo, the Fish and Wildlife Service and the University of Arizona began using funds supplied by the Department of Homeland Security to monitor the movement of jaguars along the Mexico border. The mission of that project is to learn how Border Patrol affects jaguars. Now, that's a interesting use of Homeland Security funds to study the movement of a jaguar and how it affects Border Patrol's I mean, I'm an outdoor guy, and I'd like to know what's going on with this Jaguar. There ain't no doubt about that, but it's a little odd that you're going to use Homeland Security funds and use it to study how it affects border patrols. That's a crazy thing. But anyway, as part of the project, the university installed motion-activated cameras for the past 7 months. Whenever researchers go and download the pictures of things moving in the woods, they've collected photos of the Jaguar as well as ocelots, which is another cat, wild cat there. It's presumed that it's from a wild population of jaguars that occur in northwest Mexico. Humphrey added, "There's been no attempt to capture the jaguar. We're letting the jaguar do its thing. We're trying to ascertain what area it is using by using photo detection. Once fully operational, up to 240 paired cameras will be in place throughout the project area to capture images of detected animals. Federal wildlife officials are considering whether to designate more than 1,300 square miles of New Mexico and Arizona as a critical habitat for the jaguar." Now that is interesting. The only known wild jaguar in the entire United States is living in Arizona. That is extremely cool to me and extremely interesting. It's a good picture. It's not one. You know how we always we're trying to find evidence that Bigfoot exists. He's a little camera shy, and some people have gotten pictures of him, but they're all grainy and fuzzy and arguable whether it is one or it is not one. Well, there's no doubt this is a jaguar. You can see it as plain as day, and it is a good, high-quality picture, and it leaves no doubt that it is a jaguar. So check that out. That's interesting. Sports news this morning. Big sports news in the NBA world. Basketball. The Celtics have traded Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce to the Brooklyn Nets. That's a big trade. That's two veteran, perennial all-stars. They won a championship not too long ago in Boston. Boston lost their coach, Doc Rivers, to the Clippers, L.A. Clippers, and they're cleaning house and having a youth movement. They're going to try to get some younger players in there, so they got rid of the big contracts and of the veterans, and they're going young. So that was a blockbuster trade there that went down in the NBA. Braves were off last night. They did not play. They resumed play tonight, 3-game series. So we'll be pulling for the Bravos as always. Wimbledon has been off to a rocky start this year. I think Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, they both have already lost. Nadal lost in the first round, and Federer lost, I believe, in the second. But they're gone. And not just them. There's several high names on the women's side have went out, and so the Wimbledon's going to have a new face in the winner's circle this year, more than likely, at least on the men's side. Kyle Petty, ex-NASCAR driver, is in the NASCAR news by commenting on Danica Patrick. Not long ago, he was in hot water for criticizing her driving, but he has taken it to a new level here, and he basically has said Danica Patrick is not a race car driver. She's a marketing gimmick. But she may be in her first full season in the Sprint Cup Series, but Kyle says she's not a race car driver. Appearing on Speed's Race Hub, Petty was on with host Matt Clark when the discussion shifted to Patrick. Petty called her a marketing machine, a phrase he's used to describe the 30-year-old driver many times. Then Clark asked Petty where Patrick was as a driver. And Petty says, well, that's where I got a problem. Where fans have bought into the hype of the marketing to think she's a race car driver, she can go fast, and I've seen her go fast. She drives the wheels off of it when she goes fast. Petty, who is an analyst on TNT, continued after he was asked if she's learned to race. He repeated, she's not a race car driver. There's a difference. The king always had that stupid saying, but it's true. He's talking about Richard Petty, his father. Lots of drivers can drive fast, but very few drivers can race. And that's a true statement, really. But Danica has been the perfect example of somebody who can qualify better than what she runs. She can go fast, but she can't race. I think she's come a long way, but she's still not a race car driver, and I don't think she's ever going to be a race car driver because I think it's too late to learn. She's 30 years old. While Petty is certainly entitled to think what he wants about Patrick, using her qualifying position relative to her racing position isn't necessarily the best argument. Through 26 races, Patrick's average finish of 26.8 is 6.8 positions better than her average starting position. So she actually finishes better than she starts by 6.8 positions on average. Yes, part of that reason is because Patrick has qualified poorly. So in other words, she qualifies and starts late, so she's got nowhere to go but up, is the argument there. But
usually when she does qualify good, she doesn't usually finish good.
Yeah. Her average starting position is 32nd this season, but that still runs counter to Petty's argument. As someone who faced weighty expectations because of his father's incredible success, Petty knows what it's like to struggle in the NASCAR spotlight. While Richard Petty won 200 NASCAR races, Kyle won 8 Sprint Cup races, and 1992 was his only season with multiple victories. To his credit, Petty is open about that, calling himself a journeyman driver during the segment as the topic transitions to the differences between good and great drivers. But those adjectives were never used in the conversation about Patrick. So he does not appreciate the fact that she's in NASCAR at all. And you know, there's a lot of people that feel that way out there. I could care less one way or the other if she's out there or not. So I don't know what the listening audience thinks about that, but you're welcome to call in and comment. 229-253-0995.
I look at it one way. She's out there getting paid and we're not.
You're right. She that's the thing about NASCAR and golf and a lot of professional sports. Give me a car, let me qualify for the race, and I'll take dead last every weekend if you'll give me the prize money and somebody else has to pay for the car. Golf, all you got to do is make the cut, and you can come in dead last, and you win several $1,000s that weekend, $8,000-$10,000 at least. Give me last place, make the cut, I'll take last place every week. That'll be fine with me. You listen to the Good Outdoors Radio on 99.5 Kicks Country. We'll be back right here in 3 minutes.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all.
Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200.
Hey, this is Judd with T3 Outdoors. T3 Outdoors is Valdosta's newest Blue Buffalo dog feed dealer. We also carry 50-pound, 13% sweet feed for $8.99. But hey, feed isn't all we do at T3 Outdoors. We have one of the best selections of guns in town at some of the best prices. We buy, sell, trade, and consign guns daily. Last but not least, archery season will be here before you know it. We are Valdosta's exclusive Hoyt and Bowtech dealer with 2013 packages starting under $650. Please visit us at t3outdoors.com to learn more today.
Hello, everyone. Dim the lights. Let's do this. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Introducing the winner of Austin's Idol and receiving a $1,000 Austin's gift card, Mr. Steve Seller.
If you want a steak, a salad or fish plate, maybe drink a beer with a friend. Come in as you are. It ain't just a bar at the SEC. The good times never end. A basket full of peanuts, and the best part is it's an addiction you never have to quit. If you need a break, come along with me to Austin's Cattle Company. Oh yeah, to Austin's Cattle Company.
Austin's would like to thank everyone that participated in the contest. And helping Austin's to remain in addiction, you never have to quit. Congratulations to our winner, and thank you from Austin's Cattle Company.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors on a Fun-Filled Friday. We got a lot of things packed in here this morning. We got John Peak and Dawson Peak coming in from Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. They'll be here a little bit later. I think he's going to have a little bit of a prize package to be giving away, Darrell. He's going to get.
Is he bringing us food?
Well, no, it ain't no food, but we're going to give away some prizes that you can pick up out there at Southwind, give you a chance to tour the fine facility out there. It's a great day in the Good Outdoors when you go out there. So we're going to give away a few items this morning to some callers. So make sure you got that number written down, 229-253-0995, so you'll be ready and got your fingers sitting on ready to win these nice prizes from Southwind. Also, may get a visit this morning from a good buddy, Clint Guest. He's from South Georgia here, lives over around Nashville. He, I guess, I don't know, maybe a year back, I don't know, maybe not quite a year, a few months back or so, he joined the Georgia State Patrol and has been stationed up in, I think it's Cobb County, but right around the concrete jungle of Atlanta. And, man, he's got some stories he's been sharing with me. But we got a call coming in there, or did they hang up?
They decided not to want to call.
They got a little shy there. They thought that I said that they were about to win something, and they got trigger happy.
Mm-hmm. So
they're making sure that their fingers are working and dialing this morning.
Yep, they're getting ready for the redial.
That's
hitting that redial button.
Yeah, it's vacation time here in the summer in the South. We got a lot of friends on Facebook that have been gone, on vacation. Got a lot of people taking their vacation next week to kick off the scalloping season down there in Steinhatchee and in the Bay Area. There, gonna go down there and do a little snorkeling and wading and diving and looking for that good old tasty scallop there. They're going to get down there and scoop them up a couple of gallons of it, which is the limit, and go back and eat them a little bit of tasty, fresh scallops there. Can't be no better than going out there and getting them right out of the water and going and cooking them that day, man. That's as fresh as you can get. So good luck to all you guys. Make sure you practice good boating safety. You got to have your markers out there when you're in the water, stay within the proper footage of the boat there, and just be safe, man. It's that can, a bad accident can turn a good weekend into a bad memory for life. So be real careful out there. I saw something strange coming into work this morning. On the interstate coming from Hayhire, I looked up ahead and I saw one of the little triangle reflectors, the truckers and people put out when they're in distress there. So I got over in the, shifted lanes and got over, and because I was expecting to see a vehicle up there, and I got up there and passed it, and there was nothing there. Somebody, I guess, had inadvertently left the reflector.
Or maybe it was Bigfoot's invisible vehicle.
He might have been trying to trap somebody there and, steal their Subway sandwich or something when they got them pulled over. Who knows? Bigfoots are obviously very smart and crafty, or you'd see them more often. Don't you think?
Oh, yes. They are very crafty.
American Public Gardens honors a Georgia Plant Conservation Alliance. The Georgia Plant Conservation Alliance was recently presented with a 2013 award for program excellence at the American Public Gardens Association annual meeting in Phoenix, Arizona. Each year, the association honors one of its 500 members for innovation in developing programs and pioneering horticulture designs. At any rate, they gave the award here in Athens, Georgia, to a Georgia Plant Conservation Alliance. So that's a real good honor there. That means they get some national notoriety and puts education of plants and how we need to conserve plant life, and gives them some exposure there. We had Joe Reams from Southern Habitats in here yesterday, or was it yesterday he was here? Yeah, yesterday. And man, a powerful program, packed with information on how you can improve the native habitat there on your land or the land you lease by prescribed burns, planting back native grasses, and doing things to enhance your deer, turkey, and bobwhite quail overall, health of the species there. So that was a pretty good program there. We could have talked You know,
could
for
spend
days.
the rest of the day they're doing that.
You can check his website out at southernhabitats.com, and it is packed full of information there. And, you know, it was a great discussion, because if you think about it, when God created the heavens and the earth, he created it with a specific plan, and he put things down here on earth that the animals he created needed to survive and thrive. And it was a perfect plan. Only did it start getting skewed when man started getting involved, started messing things up. So if you can research and go back to where the things were supposed to be in a certain area, and look back to those native things, deer prefer. You can plant any kind of food plot you want. I don't care what you put in it. You can pour out thousands of pounds of corn or whatever, but when the acorns start falling, they're going to go to them acorns. They're going to walk through a pile of corn, through the prettiest food plot you ever seen, to get to something that God created. They've
been eating it since they've been around.
It's in their DNA, and there's nothing you're going to do to change that. So anyway, if you go back to the basics, there's certain grasses to plant, certain native fruit trees you can plant, and he's just got an action-packed information-packed website there to help you out with your conservation needs and things like that. So make sure you check that out. Again, that's at southernhabitats.com. Latest headlines on the Duck Dynasties guy. Believe it or not, man, they are looking towards filming a season 4 already. It just seems like yesterday that Duck Dynasty started. Now they're already working on filming season 4, but they're adding something. And this is this family is man, they've got a platform here that's it's just unbelievable. The wholesome show that they have, and the good Christian people they are, and Phil and Kate Robertson has they just have a dynasty, a legacy that's just catching on, and people are loving it. But they're adding their other son, Alan Robertson, into the mix, and he'll be a household name on A&E with Duck Dynasty come August 14th. So Alan Robertson, he's 47 years old. He's a full-time Louisiana pastor. He's leaving the pulpit to join his family as the newest cast member of the hit reality series. Alan will manage public relations and speaking engagements for his parents, Phil and Kay Robertson, his uncle Si, and the rest of the family. Alan told the New York Post that he decided to sign up for the family's reality show so that he could spread his religious beliefs to a larger audience. He says, what I do for our church, you see, it's a pretty good-sized church, impacts a lot of people, but because of my association with the show, I'll get to minister to a lot more people. And he noted that one thing that separates him from the other male members of his family is he don't have a beard. So he's going to stick out like a sore thumb on that program, ain't he? We got a call coming in. Good morning, caller. You were on the Good Outdoors. How are you this morning?
I'm good, man. Hey, I like y'all's show. I listen to y'all every morning.
Yes, sir.
I know it's early, but I go to work. I'm finna go to work here now. Is there any way I can put my wife on the call-in list for the birthday thing, or is it too early to try and do that?
You talking about for Jim Morgan's birthday list?
Yeah, that giveaway thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to call back during Jim's show.
He's got to call back during the show. You got to call live on the air.
I don't know what he all does with that.
Well, what's your you got a pen and a pencil there? We'll try to help you out here. Let's see if we can get something to write with and something to write on real quick. What is your wife's name?
Her name is Jessica.
Jessica?
Yeah, Jessica Heyman.
Jessica, how you spell Heyman?
Haman.
All right, how old is she gonna be?
26.
26, and happy birthday.
That was the other thing. What city from?
Yeah, Moultrie. And and you're her husband?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Boone.
Boone.
Yeah. That was pretty interesting. What y'all was talking about a while ago about the what is it? The cougar, the panther, jaguar.
It's a jaguar. Yeah. Jaguar. It's the only one in the United States.
There was one thing I was going to mention. I was going to call in about it a while back when y'all were talking about zip lines.
Yeah.
There's actually, I think, outside of Carrollton, or it's like about an hour outside of Atlanta.
Right.
They got a park. There's a park up there, man. It's got like one of the longest zip lines. Or we had went on vacation and we was up in Atlanta, and they had a brochure in the motel we were staying at.
Right.
and it's located in Georgia. I had actually looked it up. I had intended on calling in, and it was around that date that y'all had done that, and I was going to add to what y'all had said.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the state here, up North Georgia, we got I think it said, if I remember correctly, it's like one of the longest zip lines. So you really ain't got to travel too far to do something like that.
Yeah, that's something different. That's something we don't get to do every day down here in South Georgia. That's something I'd really like to do. They've got there's more in Georgia than you think. I just pulled up here. There's one in Banning, Georgia, called Screaming Eagle at historic Banning Mills.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I don't know, but when we were on vacation, I seen it and I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. And then a couple weeks later, y'all had commented about it on the show. I'm like, man, I ought to call in, but I just, like I say, I'm finna have to hit the clock now, man.
Okay.
I really do. I like y'all's show, man.
Well, thank you for calling in and give us that tip. We'll try to talk about that, and we'll get you your wife's birthday wish to Jim, and tell her happy birthday from the Good Outdoors.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you, Boone.
Yeah, man.
229-253-0995 is the number to call. Now, there's a man who knows that he better get his wife's birthday wish in somehow. Having to be interrupted by the problem of work ain't no excuse, and he knows that. So he's pulling in all his favors, and we're going to make sure that we give this information to Jim so we can keep the young man out of hot water. We're going to take another call real quick there. Good morning, caller. You listen to the Good Outdoors on a Feel Good Friday. How are you?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
We doing good. Hadn't heard from you in a few days. What's going on?
Been working, baby, working.
I know. That gets in the way sometimes, don't it?
Yes, it does. He was talking about the zip line. My oldest daughter,
Yeah.
lives up in Marietta.
Uh-huh.
And for Christmas, that's what she was going to do for my baby daughter.
Yeah.
And she said you can go online and get a Groupon.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but get a Groupon.
Right.
So that you get a discounted price. And she said that it is so much fun. And evidently it's not too far from Marietta because she's not going to do a whole lot of traveling like that.
Yeah. It's going to have to be up there where it's a little more hilly. I know what Groupon is. I used to see that commercial that says, pardon me, do you have any Groupon? It's mustard.
Oh.
Ain't that what it is? You know what I'm talking about? That Groupon mustard?
You talking about Grey Poupon?
Oh, yeah, I got you. Grey Poupon. I got you. Okay, 10
But we set a price limit of $50 every Christmas, so evidently it's not that expensive.
Well, it probably ain't. I got a website pulled up, but it's not showing any prices, but it can't be that much.
No, and she said it's fun, so.
Yeah, and it looks safe. You get put in a harness and all that, and you're high. One of them's right here. So you're launching from an elevated platform looking 1,700 feet down. So that's probably a little nerve-wracking. It may be safe and it may be cheap, but that don't mean I want to do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I can't even handle getting on top of the house no more. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, you have a nice day and be careful on your way to work.
You too.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
229-253-0995 is the number to call. We got to run off and take a quick break. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to the Good Outdoors on 99.5.
Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Darrell's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree and they don't even see me.
Man, that Real Tree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Darrell, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Real Tree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
What in the world is that noise?
Sounds like the transmission's about to come out of my truck.
Transmission? Sounds like Alien versus Predator under there. Let's get it to Ronnie at Eagle Auto Repair.
Ronnie, I got a problem.
Problem? It sounded like Superman fighting the Incredible Hulk.
No, it was worse than that.
Come on, man. This is for real. I ain't got the money to be fixing no big problem.
Chill out, dude. You're at Eagle Auto Repair. You know we'll fix it right and as inexpensive as we can. We only use quality parts, and my guys are some of the best trained technicians in town.
Yeah, but can they stop a fight between Godzilla and King Kong? Because I'm betting that's what they're going to find under there.
Eagle Auto Repair.
321 Lakes Boulevard, Lake Park, Georgia.
Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the Good Outdoors.
It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Welcome back to The Good Outdoors on a Feel Good Friday. 229-253-0995 is the number to call. And, man,
we feel good because we just found out.
We got some breaking news, but I'm going to wrap up my Duck Dynasty report here, and then we'll get into the latest breaking news here. But we were talking about Alan Robertson. He's a pastor, son of Phil and Kate Robertson on Duck Dynasty. He is now going to join Duck Dynasty, and we covered the fact that he's going to stick out like a sore thumb because he don't have a beard. And
he's going to stick out that way.
That's right. And he said the beards are so iconic. All this time I've been flying under the radar. He could go to Starbucks and get his mom a cup of coffee, and he don't get noticed because he don't have the beard. But Phil said that's about to change because the insane popularity of Duck Dynasty. I mean, you can't go anywhere. I was in Flash Foods a while ago buying my coffee, and right there on the counter there's some lighters that says Duck Dynasty. Got their pictures on the front of it. So he's going to come in there and he's going to get he'll be an overnight sensation. But the Robertson family has gained fame and lots of attention since Dynasty began airing, something Alan admitted he may not be fully prepared for. He says, "My children are grown, but all my brother's children are teenagers now. So how is this crazy world going to impact them?" is what he wants to know. He said he thinks about John, Luke, and Sadie now, which are, some of his brother's children, which are such a big part of the show, and they're teenagers. So he says that they need to be have a chance to be just normal teenagers, so they constantly pray about that. And then you hear all these horror stories about, young children, like on that show that Gary Coleman was on, and Todd Bridges, can't remember the name of the show right now, but he's always says, "What you talking about, Willis?" Yeah. Well, I can't remember the name of that show, but anyway, Gary Coleman went through some problems, and of course Todd Bridges was, he went through some problems, and you read stories about that. So, but that's a good, strong family, and I'm sure they'll pull them kids through it, and they'll be just fine. I like their chances there. But as promised, man, late breaking news. You're hearing it probably first right here on the Good Outdoors. We are on the cutting edge of the outdoor news, and man, we have a huge announcement. We've been talking about Bay Scallop season opening July 1st. Well, guess what? The governor of Florida has decided, as of June 27th, which was yesterday, that he is opening up the scallop season 2 days early. You can scallop tomorrow. You don't have to wait till Monday, people. You can get your butt down there right now, That's right. This is a fact. You're hearing it on the Good Outdoors. You can bank on it. If you get down there and you have a problem, you tell them Steve Nichols from the Good Outdoors said it was okay. Not to mention Governor Rick Scott, which has probably got a little more clout than Steve does. But Wednesday, Governor Rick Scott announced an early start to recreational scallop season beginning on Saturday, June 29th, up 2 days from the original starting date of July 1st. The season will be open in Gulf of Mexico state waters, shore to 9 nautical miles from the Pasco-Hernando County line to the west bank of the Mexico Beach Canal in Bay County. The season will remain open through September 24th, with the first day of the closure on September 25th. So, you can go 2 days early. It's open, baby. Tomorrow morning, you can be getting your soup coolers wrapped around some fresh scallops, brother.
Ooh, what a way to get the weekend going.
That's right. Governor Scott said, I asked FWC to open the recreational scallop season early. This is an opportunity for Florida families and our visitors to enjoy our state's natural beauty while catching the best scallops in the world. By moving the recreational date up, we'll provide families and visitors with an extra weekend to enjoy the scallop season, which will benefit jobs and families along the coast.
I wonder if there's any rooms left open. How many people really know about it? Made some changes of plans already.
Well, it's probably not spreading too rapidly because he just did it yesterday.
Get a chance to get some good rooms real quick.
Yeah, you better call down there and check it out. But harvesting bay scallops is a family-friendly activity that boosts the local economy in areas where harvest is open, said Ken Wright, chairman of the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. Opening the bay scallop season 2 days early on a weekend rather than a weekday and on the weekend before the 4th of July will positively impact the communities and businesses that depend on bay scalloping while providing additional recreational opportunities for Florida's residents and visitors. Bag limit is 2 gallons of whole bay scallops or 1 pint of meat per person per day, with a vessel limit of 10 gallons of whole bay scallops or half a gallon of meat. Scallops may be collected by hand or with a landing or dip net. Scallops can not be taken ashore outside the open area. There is no commercial harvest for bay scallops in Florida state and federal waters, so make sure you bone up on the rules and regulations. But it is true. You heard it first here on the Good Outdoors. Bay scallop season is open as of tomorrow, 2 days earlier than originally thought. So that's good. That's going to be some exciting news for everybody. And, hey, what better way to start a feel-good Friday than if you were a scallop guy and you were planning on going down there Monday. You can't wait. Well, guess what?
You're going to have to miss out on work now. You ain't got to. Ooh.
No, you can go down there now. Or you can miss out work still, which would be fine with me. We talked about the other day a bunch of nuisance geese and what people are doing to control them. We talked about our episode on the Hunt is Good TV show where we eradicated some of the nuisance geese in a Illinois cornfield up in Chicago in the city limits. But Dallas, North Carolina, animal advocates in Gaston County are appalled and speaking out after the county paid to have more than 100 geese removed from a Dallas park and euthanized. Rescue workers say they could have saved them. It was devastating. It was appalling, they said. Becky Dufek has cared for the geese in the public park in Dallas for more than a dozen years, and as a volunteer for Carolina Waterfowl Rescue, she was shocked when she found that they were all gone. She just went out there yesterday, and there was nothing there. They were all gone. Gaston County Parks and Recreation alerted local rescue workers months ago to a population problem. We had an overabundance of geese. We had up to 150 any given day, and each goose produces up to 1.5 pounds of waste per day. So something had to be done.
That's a lot of waste.
Yeah, they were messing the park up, and they had to be taken out of there. But Miss Gordon there and several other people they're mad because they were euthanized. And we touched on it the other day. That's what I'm a little troubled by that too, because I mean I know that's a necessary thing, but I'm troubled not because they euthanized them, but because they didn't use the geese to any good after they were euthanized. They could have taken them to a food shelter and served them as food. A lot of people eat geese, and of course deer hunters. We have the Hunters for the Hungry program where we donate thousands of pounds of meat to the needy every year. And I just feel like it's a waste when you take some form of wildlife that's perfectly edible and you just waste it like that. My dad taught us growing up that we don't shoot anything that we're not going to eat or that somebody's not going to eat. I mean, shooting it, leaving it laying there, that's not an option. That's just not an option. So, but before they could get a handle on that, there was actually 144 geese euthanized. So The first step is always to remove the domestics, and then you start a no feeding ban so that it doesn't encourage the geese to come back. Said Jennifer Gordon, which she's part of the team there, and it's a sad thing that they had to euthanize the geese. I don't like that at all. Just don't make me feel very good. So 229-253-0995 is the number to call this morning if you got any comments. We had a gentleman call in to get his wife on the birthday list. Happy birthday to Jessica Heyman, 26 years old of Mon-Fri, from her husband Boone. Boone is checking into work, but he got the call in, and we're going to make sure we get it to Jim Morgan's birthday show. And he kind of brought up a topic there about zip lines. And people look on TV and they see these luxurious places to go and ride these zip lines, but you don't realize that there are several places in Georgia that you can, go have fun on these zip lines. And of course, we had the lady call in talking about she thought it was a good thing to do and a reasonably priced thing to do. So we're gonna give you some information on that after we take this call. Good morning, caller. You listen to the Good Outdoors. How are you?
Good morning. How y'all?
We're doing good, man.
What's happened to your two sidekicks? They done got lazy on you?
They are. It's hard. It takes a strong man to report to work every day, don't it?
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right. If we need to get up positive and go after them, let us know, and we'll round them back up for you.
We may have to do that. Darrell, he is actually on vacation this week, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Ronnie's taking a break down there at Eagle Auto Repair trying to get caught up, and it's left me flopping like a fish out of water.
I know what to be, man.
Did you get?
Right.
Did you
we
get?
enjoyed the show.
I appreciate you listening, man. Thanks for calling. Yes, sir. 229-253-0995 is the number to call if you have any questions or comments. And again, we were talking about the zip lines that the young man turned us on to, and one of the places, I think this is probably the one he was talking about, but Blue Ridge Canopy Adventure, the biggest, the best, and the only mountainside canopy tour in Blue Ridge. Your Blue Ridge Canopy Tour begins with a monster truck ride on 50-inch tires straight up the side of a mountain. It's like getting a small shot of adrenaline as a pre-flight snack. Upon reaching the drop zone, it's time for a quick but fun eco-hike to the top where ground school awaits. After a short, informative safety session, it's time to begin your ultimate canopy tour. Zipping from treetop to treetop, you will traverse the side of Long Mountain, crossing over our 200-foot suspension bridge, and zipping over Dead Man's Gorge on 3 different zip lines. From there, you'll spread your wings on Canopy Hawk, and when your feet hit the blind landing deck, you'll scream. Let's do that again. Each of our 15 zip lines is exciting and different in their own right, earning them names like Point of No Return, Double Glove, Tarzan, Easy Rider, Tight Squeeze, and many others. The one thing they do have in common is that they are full of fun and excitement. As you walk off the final landing deck and your feet touch the ground once again, you'll look up the hill in amazement and realize you've just spanned a mountainside on a strategically placed network of zipline cables. Now, that's pretty cool. As the leader in North Georgia, LJ and Blue Ridge Outdoor Adventure can provide more outdoor adventure at much bigger discounts than any other company in Blue Ridge and the surrounding North Georgia region. As such, we have the ability to match or beat all competitor coupons. With that in mind, there's no need to settle for any other substandard seasonal establishments. So make your reservations today and come see why Blue Ridge Canopies, or excuse me, that's not the name of it. I apologize. You go to Blue Ridge, Georgia, but the name of the company is the Blue Ridge Canopy Adventure. So make sure you go check them out. And they have a website here you can check out at Blue Ridge Canopy Tours, and that's just one of the many up there, but that looks like a pretty nice place there. So,
apparently there's one down there at the Mon-Fri YMCA. They have something out there.
Really?
That's what I'm saying here. Is they got a couple. They kind of for groups and stuff like that go for just some team building stuff.
Yeah, that's probably it's probably not quite as intense as a mountain one. But
no, this one's kind of a little small one.
Yeah,
nothing as big intense. But, you got some of those ones that don't want the big intense stuff.
Yeah, but there's actually several companies in Blue Ridge. Firewire Zip Lines, that's part of. Well, actually, it's part of the Blue Ridge Canopy Adventure. So they're all in cahoots. It looks like. So Zip Line Canopy Tours of Blue Ridge, Lake Lanier Canopy Tours in Beaufort, Georgia, Treetop Quest in Beaufort, Georgia, Clarksville, Georgia has Zippity Dude Ranch at Sunburst Stables with a zip line. Camp Coleman Ropes Course and Zip Line in Cleveland, Georgia. Helen, Georgia has Zippin' Time. Jasper, Georgia, Cherokee Valley Ranch. Johns Creek in Johns Creek, Georgia, Sojourn Adventures. Lula, Georgia, North Georgia Canopy Tours. Moultrie, Georgia has the YMCA Adventure Course. Pine Hill Treetop Adventure, Treetop Park in Pine Hill, Georgia. Rome, Georgia has Daredevil Zip Lines, which is a 50-acre zip line and family fun park, which includes zip line, thrill rides, aerial challenges, and canopy tours. The Double Dare is a dual 500-foot racing zip line with speeds over 40 miles per hour. Begins on a hilltop mountain inside of a tower. Instead of a tower, you can literally race until you take off, which gives you a new, safe, easy start instead of jumping off a high tower, yet it's just as exhilarating. The Double Dare landing leads right into the aerial challenges. These are various challenges with varying degrees of difficulty. St. Simon's Island, over where I used to live, Peak Pursuits Incorporated, high and low zip tours with a zip line. The Rock, Cowabunga Zip Lines at The Rock, Georgia. Hey, Valdosta State University, Core Challenge Course. In this challenge, course participation is requested for the strength of the team, but not required, as some of these events may be outside of an individual's comfort zone. Working together is an important skill for groups of any size, but it is not a skill that comes naturally. It must be developed and understood, and VSU Ropes Course will do just that. So right here in Valdosta, Georgia, 229-333-5898.
I'm still impressed with the one up there in Banning.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice.
Screaming Eagle one, when they've got all these, they're in Guinness Book of World Records, some of the biggest, longest, highest.
Yeah, it's known as the creme de la creme here in not just Georgia, in the United States. So this Core Outdoors Challenge course at Valdosta State University's campus is that's a cool thing right there. I'm looking at a picture of it. I didn't know it was here, but it's got a zip line included in the obstacle course. It's not necessarily a zip line destination, but the zip line is part of, like I say, the obstacle course. But I'm gonna have to check this out, because if you want to get back in shape, this will either get you back in shape or kill you. It looks like a Marine training course here.
A lot of it is it's easier than you think it is. That's where it comes down to teamwork. It takes more than just yourself to get through it.
Well, it's got 15 high elements and 15 low elements, so it's a challenging course. That's why it's got challenge in its name. So y'all check that out. You listen to the Good Outdoors on a Feel Good Friday. We'll take a quick break, come right back in 3 minutes.
With over 40,000 machines in the field, the pro's choice is Dixie Chopper. Be a pro, buy a chopper. Built right here in America with one simple goal: build a mower that cuts more grass and doesn't break when you use it. Be a pro, buy a chopper. With Chopper's price, performance, and reliability guarantee, make the smart choice. Be a pro, buy a chopper.
We're running out of time. We're drawing the line. This is our battle cry.
Huntin' is Good TV is an action-packed hunting show with a mission to secure our hunting heritage. Join Steve Nichols, Trey Weatherington, and Neil Armati each week as they hunt across the U.S. and Canada with pro athletes, actors, wounded warriors, kids, and regular old Joes who know hunting is good. Huntin' is Good TV airs on Pursuit Channel and is available on Dish Network Channel 240 and DirecTV Channel 604. For more info, visit huntingisgoodtv.com and follow on Facebook at facebook.com/HIG TV show. You can also use your high-speed internet connection to watch online by logging on to filmon.com at the airtimes posted on our website. And remember, hunting is good.
This is our battle cry.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger or hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta.
So Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Our call-in number is 229-253-0995. We take calls here every morning from 4 to 6 a.m. talking about anything in the Good Outdoors. If you're just now joining us, we're going to keep hammering this announcement about the bay scallop season opening early. It was scheduled to open July 1st, and Governor Rick Scott has opened it as of Saturday, tomorrow, so you can do it early. We're going to take a call real quick. Good morning, caller. You listen to the Good Outdoors. How are you?
Good morning. This is Chris from Bob's Place.
Hey, Chris. How are you, buddy?
It's a feel-good Friday,
It's a feel-good Friday. We feeling good, man. The governor in Florida has, in his infinite wisdom, decided to open up the scallop season 2 days earlier.
Well, you go, boy.
Well, I wish I could go. I'd like to go do it, but a lot of people have called in over the past week excited to get down there and get started on Monday, and we're just trying to spread the word that as of yesterday, he's opened it up 2 days early, which is that's something you don't never see when it comes down to fish and game. They usually pretty strict on that, so I'm kind of shocked that they opened it. What you got going on?
I'm glad that they'll get the revenue off of it.
Well, that's the reason he did it, and that's forward thinking. They said it's going to bring in a lot of revenue, a lot of economic impact from that bay scallop season. So getting 2 more days of business is always a good thing.
I heard y'all talking about zip lines a while ago.
Yeah.
Back when I was growing up in I didn't grow up in Fitzgerald, but that's where my grandmother and grandfather lived.
Yeah.
They had a zip line up in the pecan trees.
Yes, sir.
And it was a hoot.
Oh, yeah. We try to do stuff like that across the river. We had one down at the river. It had some sort of little, like a little wheel or something on the line, and a real small wheel, and you'd grab onto this makeshift steel bar, and you'd ride it out there and let yourself go over the water and splash in there. But zip line's been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody just finally woke up one day and said, I can probably charge somebody to ride this and make a little money. And unfortunately, it wasn't me or you.
Nope.
Yeah, but we were reading off a lot of the places you can go in Georgia, and there's a bunch of them up in North Georgia, and then some right here around Moultrie, Georgia over there. So.
Well, anywhere there's a hill, you can rig it up.
That's right. You can let it rip, can't you? All right.
You don't even need a hill. All you need is 2 tall trees.
Yeah, 2 tall trees and a belt to slap over a line, but you might wear a hole in that belt and bust your tail.
Well, I just comes with it.
That's right. Appreciate you calling in this morning, Chris.
All right, y'all have a good.
You do the same, buddy. 229-253-0995. I'm sitting here thinking about that wheel, that zip, I guess you call it a zip line over the river. We used to sail off in. I was actually down at the river. Let's see, I'm 46, so that had to be 35 years ago, that we'd go down there. And I was at the river the other day, and I still saw the remnants of that steel cable up there in that tree that we used to do it from. But times have changed. But, man, we had all kind of gadgets. We've talked before about the platforms that we all had in the trees up at Futch's Ferry. All the Scarborough boys, Kevin, Keith, and Kerry, and all of us, we'd be up there bailing off of that thing and having us a good old time in the river. But, back then you didn't have the opportunities that you have now. You didn't have, there wasn't no such thing as a computer game, thank goodness. You didn't really have the means to run off anywhere and go anywhere. if you went to the movies on the weekend, that was probably about the biggest highlight you could do. The rest of the time, you had to entertain yourself, and we were pretty resourceful. We'd put ropes up in trees. I remember me and Darrell, we would and Brian Vincent, a friend of mine, we all grew up together. He'd come over to the house, and we'd have it wouldn't take us long to get a rope in a bucket, and we'd throw that rope across the limb high in the tree, and we'd tie the bucket on the other end, and we'd put stuff in the bucket and hoist it up in the air, and we'd get bored with that. And pretty soon we graduated to the cat. We put the cat in the bucket and hoist him up there, and I give him a ride up and down. Never hurt the cat, nothing there, but we'd like to get him to ride. So that got kind of boring, so we decided that one of us should get in the bucket. And, of course, we got in the bucket, and that didn't work good, so we rigged, believe it or not, a folding lawn chair up to the rope and decided to sit in it while the other two tried to pull us. Well, we couldn't. We weren't strong enough to pull it, so we decided that we needed to get the motorcycle and hook it to the motorcycle and hoist the other one up in the air, and then pretty soon that got all broke up.
But that comes down to it, though. Well, did anybody says, just watch this, I got this?
No, we were just doing it. It was just, we're going about it methodically, and we had a plan there until Mom come running out with a broom telling us we better stop it. Somebody's going to get hurt.
That's what it is. Nothing bad happened because no one said, I got this.
That's right. I got this. Watch this. Check this out. But anyway, we would entertain ourselves. We didn't have to have anybody, telling us what to do. I mean, we just... and we couldn't sleep. We were so excited, especially on a Saturday morning. The ritual was to get up. I'd get up, watch Bugs Bunny, me and Darrell. We'd argue. He'd want to watch something else, but since I was older and bigger at the time, he always lost that battle, and we'd watch Bugs Bunny. And I think he liked it too. It was just the fact that I was dominating the TV, and he couldn't stand it. But anyway, we watched Bugs Bunny, and we'd go outside. And we didn't ever say we were bored or anything like that, because if we did, Daddy'd put us to work. So that never came out of our mouth.
That word right there was like a bad word. That was worse than saying a cuss word when I was growing up.
That's right. We'd go outside, we'd get thirsty, we'd drink water out of the water hose. We didn't go in there looking for Kool-Aid and juice boxes and stuff like that. We went out and took care of ourselves. We'd go fishing. It never got too hot to fish. I mean, it was just a different time back there. But we did all kind of stuff, and we learned a lot on our own out there, just figuring and being careful and sometimes not being careful and getting a little injury there, but we remembered it the next time. So anyway, times have changed is my point. So anyway,
that's why when I went to my grandparents, I had kind of that right in my whole backyard. I used to go play around, but I didn't have no one else to argue with, so I got to watch what I wanted. It was just me and the dog. We go out there for hours and hours. I'd disappear.
Oh yeah, we always had a dog with us. But you listen to the Good Outdoorz Radio Show on 99.5 Kicks Country. We'll be right back here in 3 minutes.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, little league, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia. Woo-wee! Sweet Tea Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Teas for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great southern barbecue like it's supposed to be. And don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee!
Justamere Farm is a full boarding, training, and lesson facility conveniently located on Valdale Road in Hayhire. Justamere Farm offers a facility like no other in the area with many amenities to meet all your equine needs, whether it's riding, training, or boarding. If riding is your passion, Justamere has you covered with an indoor arena, a large lighted outdoor arena with an alleyway, a large jump course arena, a round pen for training, trails, and access to dirt roads. Private and shared lessons are available, so give Justamere Farms a call today at 229-460-2331.
Wow, look at Bob trimming the grass. He's so fast.
I know, and that mower is so big.
And it's got a huge deck.
And it cuts the long grass with deep roots so easily.
Yeah, Bob's a bad boy.
When you want to cut grass like a champion, get yourself a Bad Boy mower from Nashville Tractor. Nashville Tractor carries an exclusive line of Bad Boy zero-turn mowers. See them now at Nashville Tractor in Valdosta and in Nashville.
Brigman & Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira, Georgia specializes in custom-built cabinets. You can come in and sit down with our staff and start from scratch to develop the perfect cabinet layout. Or bring in your plans and start there. From design to installation, Brigman & Brigman can help you every step of the way. Estimates are always free, and your satisfaction is our goal. Whether it's a remodel, a spec house, or your custom-built dream home, give Brigman & Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira a call at 229-794-2108 to set up an appointment. Crystal River Seafood on St. Augustine Road in Valdosta is a fine seafood dining experience. Folks from miles around come in to enjoy the fine seafood and friendly atmosphere Crystal River has to offer. Their friendly staff makes your dining experience one to remember, as well as one to repeat. Fish like grouper, salmon, mahi, catfish are always great choices, along with shrimp, oysters, crab cakes, and crab legs. Hey, you not in the mood for seafood? Order a juicy ribeye steak. Crystal River Seafood is open for lunch and dinner. Crystal River Seafood, 958 St. Augustine Road, Valdosta, Georgia.
WKAA Willacoochee, Valdosta. Thanks for making us number one.
99.5 plays the best country music.
99.5
Kicks Country. It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun. Talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie.
The Good Outdoorz Radio Show on a Feel Good Friday. Welcome. This is our second hour. This is the 5 o'clock hour. So if you just joined us, we appreciate you. 229-253-0995 is the number to call. We've been talking about all kind of stuff in the Good Outdoors, but the latest breaking news that I'm sure not a lot of people have heard about is the scallop season is not opening July 1st. They have changed it, and the good news is it's actually opening 2 days earlier. So tomorrow morning, you can go down there. You can leave today if you want to, but in the morning, scallop season actually opens 2 days early in the base scallop season down in the Steinhatchee area. That extends from the Hernando county line up there. You'll have to look at your regulations on the exact area there, but it is opening 2 days early. This is a fact. Governor Rick Scott just yesterday announced this, and in a move to boost the local economy and help things out. So kudos to Rick Scott for opening that scallop season early. So you don't have to wait till July 1st. Get on down there tomorrow and get you some scallops. We've been talking about scalloping here for the past week, and in anticipation of the season open. I know a lot of people are planning their vacations around that down there. I know people that are already down there. They're going to enjoy the beach this weekend and stay down and do some scalloping on Monday. Well, guess what? You can change your plans now and do it tomorrow. So,
I wonder how many people out here is going to really change that plans.
I don't know. If you're thinking about heading down due to this latest news, you can let us know. 229-253-0995 is the number to call. We've had several calls this morning. People checking in. We got John Peak and Dawson Peak from Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail coming in this morning to talk with us. They're going to squeeze in here and talk a little Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail and possibly some other stuff. But Bass Pro Shops does a lot of sponsoring, television shows and conservation efforts worldwide, not just in the United States, but worldwide. They do a lot of sponsorships in NASCAR, and in turn, NASCAR does a lot of supporting of conservation efforts in hunting. A lot of the NASCAR drivers are hunters and fishermen, and Bass Pro Shops racers have recognized conservation works of Ducks Unlimited. The Ducks Unlimited logo will appear on the Bass Pro Shops number 14 stock car and truck during two of the biggest races of the year to bring awareness of the organization's ongoing conservation efforts to NASCAR fans. Bass Pro Shops founder Johnny Morris made the announcement recently at the 2013 Ducks Unlimited convention. Ducks Unlimited's commitment to conservation for the past 76 years will be honored with special logos placed prominently on the Bass Pro Shops sponsored race car and truck. The Coca-Cola 400 at Daytona International Speedway on July 6th will be the first race where the Ducks Unlimited logo will appear on the Bass Pro Shops 14 Sprint Cup car of Tony Stewart. The special logo will appear again in Talladega Superspeedway on the Bass Pro Shops 14 Camping World Truck Series truck driven by Ty Dillon. Conservation is the only way we can ensure our grandchildren and their children will have the opportunity to enjoy the outdoors like our generation has. The Ducks Unlimited has been promoting conservation for the past 76 years. It's a tremendous organization with a great mission, and I'm proud to call myself a Ducks Unlimited member, says Johnny Morris. So y'all make sure you support Ducks Unlimited. They've done a lot of work through the years, raised a lot of money and a lot of awareness for duck hunters all over the place. So a little bit more outdoor news. The 4 Extreme Huntress finalists have been announced. They have a contest going on in Texas where they had 4 ladies apply and send in an essay to try to be voted on to compete in a competition at the 777 Ranch in Texas. After a record-breaking number of online votes, the Extreme Huntress Contest has announced the 4 finalists who will compete head-to-head in the outdoor skills and hunting competition next month at the 777 Ranch in Hondo, Texas. Mindy Arthur, Candace Crick, Cheyenne Dahlberg, and Amanda Lowry were selected from a group of 10 semifinalists as the top 4 Extreme Huntress finalists. The women were chosen through an essay contest, which was scored by a panel of celebrity judges, followed by 6 weeks of public online voting. The final scores were a 50-50 combination of the judges' score and the online vote. A brand new twist on the Extreme Huntress Contest format will put the 4 finalists head-to-head in a skills and hunting competition at the ranch. In just 2 weeks, the women will compete in field trophy scoring, long-distance shooting, Jeff Rand's dangerous game shooting course, and a biathlon, which will include a 1-mile course over hills, through water, 3 shooting stations, including an exhilarating long-range shooting station at the finish line. Last but not least, the women will hunt a variety of 12 different species of game at the renowned 777 Ranch. This unique ranch contains an abundance of native and exotic wildlife and provides one of the finest and most unique sporting experiences found anywhere in the world. Larry Weissoon and Olivia Opre will host the competitors in the field, and the animals will be scored using the Rowland and Ward scoring system. So that's a pretty awesome competition. You get there and shoot 12 different, or hunt 12 different species of game, run and shoot and jump and climb and compete in a contest wrapped around hunting. That is a great outdoor experience. Well, we joined here in the booth this morning by Big Dawson Peak and John Peak from Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. How y'all doing this morning?
Good.
Doing good.
Y'all woke up, got your juices flowing, ready to start the day?
Kinda.
Well, I started it about an hour ago, so I got to jump on you. Did y'all hear it? Were y'all listen to the show on the ride in?
We were.
What do you think about the scallop season opening 2 days early?
I'm ready to go.
You ready? That's good, because I know y'all. We talked about it with you here the other day, so I know there's a lot of people out there in Radio Land that's going to want to get a jump on the scalloping. So there might be some plans changed today in light of the announcement, don't you think?
Yes, sir.
Well, what you got going on this weekend?
Well, on the 4th of July, we might go scalloping. We don't know yet.
That's not this weekend.
Or.
Well, you can tell me your week's plans, but more specifically, what you going to do tomorrow?
I don't know.
You ain't gonna. You gonna do whatever your dad tells you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. He's forgot about his plans, John. He don't know what he's gonna do.
That's because it involved work.
Oh man, I don't blame you on that one, Dawson. It's probably easy to forget work. So, yeah, work probably involves doing something out there at Southwind, huh?
Actually, we're going to Jacksonville to shoot in the Ironman shoot.
WW Sporting Clays.
WW Sporting Clays.
At WW Sporting Clays. That's the other place there in Jacksonville. We don't talk much about that because I guess we're just so enthralled about the fine facility got here. But John actually also has WW Sporting Clays in Jacksonville, Florida. Is that what you call it?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay, so if you're in the Jacksonville area, which there's some people listening down in North Florida that's sitting here about halfway between Valdosta and Jacksonville there, so it's not a stretch to run down there to the WW Sporting Clays and check that out. I'm sure I've never been there, so I'm gonna have to go down there and check it out where I can talk.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Good deal. All right. So, well, what's been going on?
Not much.
Not much. You just
Work.
getting ready? Work? Oh, yeah. That works. I can tell you're disinterested in that work a little bit. Yeah. I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you. You know, I was thinking about this a while ago, and I want to say this. You know, July 4th, the holiday's coming up, and everybody, gets ready and geared up. A lot of vacations are taken. I was in a business here a few years back that instead of everybody taking a certain vacation, he just made everybody take the week of the 4th off, and we all had the same vacation. The whole business shut down for that whole week, where we didn't have to keep up with who was on vacation, who needed to be where, and we would take 9 days off. We'd have the Saturday and Sunday, then the whole week, then the following Saturday, Sunday, and have a 9-day breather there. And but we all got to keep a focus on what the July 4th holiday is. And July 4th is Independence Day, and we celebrate our independence in this great country. We celebrate our flag. We fly it high. I was up here at Black Crow yesterday during the day, and they were all fired up because they had ordered a huge flag. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a huge flag. It takes 2 or 3 people to hold it out there, and they were getting a picture taken with it, and just a lot of pride. You know, if you're an American, when you see a flag, you swell with pride, and it means something. Let's don't lose focus of what that July 4th holiday means and what it represents. It's not just fireworks day, you know.
Right.
You know, even though we all go out, we'll be out here at the mall with a booth out here near the kids zone at the Valdosta Mall. So y'all come by and check us out there. The Good Outdoorz Radio Show will be teamed up with G4 in a booth there. We'll have some T-shirts available and just be hanging out, enjoying it, getting ready for the fireworks to pop off. And I'll tell you what, right now I bet you it's about a 50-50 chance of whether they're going to get to fire them off or not, because it's been raining about every day around here.
It has.
Have y'all got rain out there at Southwind pretty much?
A lot of it.
We have. And a lot of fireworks with it. A lot of lightning.
A lot of lightning. Yeah, I saw a post by Jeremy Pridgeon on his Facebook page where he said he was getting a lot of lightning last night. I went to bed fairly early last night, and I must have passed out pretty hard because I didn't hear or see nothing. But I told Darrell when I come out this morning it was a little wet, so I guess it rained somewhere during the night. But we're gonna talk about some things going on at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail, and John has brought in some possible giveaways this morning that he and Dawson's going to share with you. We're going to get the phone lines rolling here. We're going to start that in our next break probably, but get your fingers ready. 229-253-0995 will be the number to call. So we're going to give away a couple of different things that you can ride out to Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail to pick up. So we'll start giving you that information when we get back off a break. So y'all stay tuned right here to 99.5 Kicks Country. Listen to the Good Outdoorz. We'll be right back.
Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200. It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
SWAT Graphics, located at 300 South Tomb Street, is the area's #1 graphic design service company. Specializing in graphic banners, stickers, signs, and design, SWAT Graphics can help from concept to completion. If you have a design idea for a company logo, SWAT Graphics can bring it to reality. Maybe you have a logo and just need it placed on a sign, sticker, or banner. Whatever the case, stop by SWAT Graphics at 300 South Tomb Street, Valdosta, or give them a call at 241-9185. SWAT Graphics, proud sponsor of the Good Outdoors.
Hey, this is Judd with T3 Outdoors. T3 Outdoors is Valdosta's newest Blue Buffalo dog feed dealer. We also carry 50-pound, 13% sweet feed for $8.99. But hey, feed isn't all we do at T3 Outdoors. We have one of the best selections of guns in town at some of the best prices. We buy, sell, trade, and consign guns daily. Last but not least, archery season will be here before you know it. We are Valdosta's exclusive Hoyt and Bowtech dealer with 2013 packages starting under $650. Please visit us at T3Outdoors.com to learn more today.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger or hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta.
Justamere Farm is a full boarding, training, and lesson facility conveniently located on Valdale Road in Hayhire. Justamere Farm offers a facility like no other in the area with many amenities to meet all your equine needs, whether it's riding, training, or boarding. If riding is your passion, Justamere has you covered with an indoor arena, a large lighted outdoor arena with an alleyway, a large jump course arena, a round pen for training, trails, and access to dirt roads. Private and shared lessons are available, so give Justamere Farms a call today at 229-460-2331.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Hey, welcome back to The Good Outdoors on a Feel Good Friday. We are talking zip lines, scalloping, fireworks, Independence Day. We're covering it all this morning. 229-253-0995 is the number to call. The big late breaking announcement, if you haven't heard, it is a fact that the Bay Scallop season is opening 2 days earlier. You do not have to wait till July 1st. It actually has moved it. They've moved it up to help stimulate the local economy down there. You can actually do it tomorrow, June 29th. The announcement came from Governor Rick Scott just yesterday, so it is a fact. If you need any more information, please call us 229-253-0995, and I'll read from the press release from the governor's office. So that's some exciting news if you're into the scalloping thing. I know that Dawson, we're joined here in the studio by John and Dawson Peak of Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail, and I know they're planning on maybe a little scalloping on the 4th. Since they opened it 2 days early, there may not be none when you get down there, Dawson.
There better be.
They may be a little bit harder to find, but y'all gonna take your kayaks and down there to scallop off of, or are you going to do it off of a boat?
Be taking the boat.
The boat, yeah, that's a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to put your 2 gallons of scallops on the boat than it is that kayak, ain't
Big
it?
time.
I was looking at a kayak yesterday. I don't remember where I was at now, but I believe it was actually in Walmart. I ran into Walmart and I saw it back there, and I looked that thing over, and I immediately noticed that room, like you said the other day when you were here, John, is at a premium. You don't have any wasted space when you go out fishing on a kayak, do you?
No, sir.
You're not going. I see them on TV strapping coolers to it and things like that, but that ain't it. It don't look like it's an easy thing to do.
It ain't.
It ain't. You just take the necessary things. And my question is, what do you do with your fish?
Well, you can put them in your ice chest if you can fit it on there, or simply just throw them back.
Yeah, catch and release.
Or a stringer. A stringer.
Yeah, I can see trailing them along in a stringer and the turtles trying to get your fish.
No, we saltwater fish. It's sharks.
Oh, sharks.
I was just about to say,
that's different there.
No,
it's just sharks.
In the ocean for me. No.
Yeah, no stringers in the ocean. That's like chum in there, huh? Well, Dawson, we're gonna be doing some giveaways this morning, and what you got over there that you want to give away? Tell me what the prize you want to give away is, and then we'll try to come up with some sort of call in.
All right, we got 150 shot round of sporting clays.
150 shot round of sporting clays. Now, keep in mind, every prize we give away here on Feel Good Friday this morning. All right, we got a call coming, and he's trying to jump the gun. I ain't even told him what to do yet, but we're going to take the call and humor him here. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. How are you? There you go. He or she was trying to get a jump here, so 50 shot round of sporting clays at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. You have to claim all the prizes out at Southwind. They're located on the Quitman Highway, headed towards Quitman on Highway 84, just past the river on the right. Right when you get over the bridge, it's the very first turn on the right, and you go up in there and claim your prize. So we're going to take the fourth caller at 229-253-0995 to win a free 50-shot round of sporting clays at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. Fine establishment there. We got our first call coming in. Good morning, caller. You are caller number 1, so keep calling. Good morning, caller. You're caller number 2. Where are you calling from, incidentally?
It's Dustin from Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald, all right. Hang up and try to get in a little quicker there, Dustin.
All right.
All right. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. Where are you calling from?
I'm Justin.
All right. Well, you're number 3, so good try there. We got another one. The phone is literally glowing like a Christmas tree. Caller, you are number 4. Who am I talking to?
Danny Wood from Ray City.
Danny Wood?
Yes, sir.
From Ray City.
Yes, sir.
All right, Danny. Well, you can claim your prize at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail out there on the Quitman Highway, headed towards Quitman on the right, just past the river. Have you ever been there before?
No, sir.
Well,
Mama listens to you guys all the time. She's the paper lady from Nashville.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. Well, we appreciate you calling and winning the prize. 50-shot round, and you're going to love it when you get there, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. 229-253-0995 is the number to call. We'll go ahead and take the call. I think this is this Chuck?
This is Chuck.
Well, you didn't win, Chuck. How about that?
Oh, that's all right. I just wanted to say good morning anyway, right?
Good morning, man. I tell you, when you give away something at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail, that thing glows like a Christmas tree over there.
Well, I got a delay, so I couldn't tell, so I started to call early, and I said, I better not. I'm not messing up.
Yeah, that 8-second delay is a little rough when you're trying to win something, ain't it?
That's right. Hey, say scholarship season opened up tomorrow, huh?
It does. Governor Rick Scott made the announcement, press release yesterday, that to stimulate the local economy, he wanted to go ahead and he got with the FWC, and they decided that it was okay to open it 2 days early, so you can, in fact, go tomorrow.
Well, I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of guys that's supposed to work tomorrow, so they're going to be calling in sick.
Yep, I guarantee you it's going to mess. It's going to stimulate the economy in one way, but it's going to take away from it in the other.
That's right. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Have a good weekend.
All right, appreciate that, Chuck. Yeah, appreciate all the calls this morning, and we talk about the good outdoors and what it means to us, and the fact that we like to get children involved. And of course, John's got Grayson and Dawson coming up here. He's raised them in the good outdoors, and they have the man. They don't know how lucky they are. I hope that you do, Dawson. But to be able to be born in a situation where your dad makes a living in the good outdoors, and you being a part of that, even though you've got to do a little work tomorrow, trust me, it's better than a lot of kids have it if they live in the concrete jungle of Atlanta. What if you got up in the morning in Atlanta, Georgia, and you didn't have nothing to do in the outdoors? You'd go crazy, I bet.
Definitely.
Yeah. Nowhere to shoot your bow, nowhere to shoot your gun. No, you could see squirrels maybe in the park or pigeons, but you can't shoot them. That'd be a rough life up there, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right. What else you got over there? We might try another giveaway real quick.
I got 2 hours on the rifle and pistol range.
2 hours on the rifle and pistol range at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. We're going to take caller number 5, 229-253-0995. Caller number 5 wins 2 hours on the rifle and pistol range out at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from this morning?
It's starting again, man.
Okay, keep trying, buddy. You'll get there. All right, caller number 2. You're caller number 2. Where are you calling from?
We're up Nashville.
Nashville. Okay, hang up. Try to get another dial in there. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors number 3. Where are you calling from?
Moultrie.
Moultrie. All right, 2 more tries here. Good morning, caller. You're number 4. Where are you calling from?
Man, almost got it.
Almost got it. All right, here we go. Caller number 5, you're the winner. You won 2. Caller number 5, 2 hours on the rifle and pistol range at Southwind. Who am I talking to?
Leroy from Thomasville.
Who is it now?
Troy from Thomasville.
Okay, Troy from Thomasville. All right, man. I appreciate you calling in. You won 2 hours on the rifle and pistol range at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway. Appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, what I do? Just go by and...
Yeah, just go to Southwind out there on the Quitman Highway on Highway 84, just past the river on the right.
Jerry 4, I appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you calling. All right, good deal. We got a call coming in. I think they're trying to win the country. Good morning, caller. How are you doing this morning?
I'm number 4.
No, you were actually number 6. You just missed it.
Dadgummit.
Good try. We're going to give away a few more things this morning, though. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Monticello.
Monticello?
Go love it.
Good deal. Well, we appreciate you listening to us this morning. Keep listening because we're going to give away a few more things.
All right, better hurry because I might get out of range.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot.
All right, man.
All righty. Well, that's a lot of fun to see them calls coming in. And John, on a typical Saturday morning, you get a pretty good flow of traffic out there, don't you?
Especially during the summertime. Saturday mornings, everybody's trying to beat the heat.
Everybody's
it's hard
trying
to do
beat
that
the
in
heat.
South Georgia.
Yeah, you got to get up early to beat the heat down here. That's it. Yeah, the times I've been fortunate enough to be out there, man, I'm just amazed at how just the steady flow of people coming out there, and they're enjoying all aspects of what you have to offer out there. The sporting clays course, but there's a lot of people enjoy that rifle and pistol range.
It does. It catches a lot of activity.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the Moody Air Force Base personnel, enjoy it. And of course, not everybody that likes to shoot guns are hunters. There are people out there that just like to shoot guns, and are into recreational shooting and home defense, and it's big business. I was at the SHOT Show last year in Las Vegas, and they've got a whole building dedicated nothing but shooting sports, and tactical firearms and things like that. So great place to go out there and blow off some steams and fire some rounds and good, inexpensive fun on a Saturday, especially on a Saturday, but I guess every day of the week, right?
Well, we're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So y'all make sure y'all check out Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. Darrell, how we doing on our break? I've lost count. We all right? We got another minute? Okay. Well, again, the breaking news this morning is the Bay Scallop season opening 2 days early. You can go down there and actually kick it off tomorrow, June 29th. It was scheduled to open July 1st, but Governor Rick Scott made the decision, along with the Florida Wildlife Council, to go ahead and open it 2 days early in an attempt to help stimulate the economy. Also, it coinciding with the July 4th holiday, it just made sense to go ahead and open it up. Everybody's going to be down there kicking off the week anyway. They might as well have the opportunity to go do some scalloping. So make sure you comply with all the Florida Fish and Game laws on where you can do the scalloping, how much you can keep. Make sure you understand that you have to have your flag out to let everybody know you're in the water. And first and foremost, and above all, be safe. Don't take any chances out there over 2 gallons of scallops, people. It is not worth it. You don't want to turn a fantastic week's vacation with your family into a nightmare for being careless. So make sure that you take care of business there. And I know that safety is first and foremost on you guys' mind. Every time I've been out there at Southwind, safety is the number one priority. You don't get a second chance with a weapon. You don't get a second chance, in a boat a lot of times. So got to practice safe boating and safe scalloping. So we're going to take a break here on the Good Outdoors. We'll be right back. We're going to end it fast and furiously over this last half hour with some more giveaways from the Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. So y'all be right back here with us on the Good Outdoors on 99.5.
Wow, look at Bob trimming the grass. He's so fast. I know, and that mower is so big. And it's got a huge deck. And it cuts the long grass with deep roots so easily. Yeah, Bob's a bad boy.
When you want to cut grass like a champion, get yourself a Bad Boy mower from Nashville Tractor. Nashville Tractor carries an exclusive line of Bad Boy zero-turn mowers. See them now at Nashville Tractor in Valdosta and in Nashville.
Quitman, Georgia, and antiques go hand in hand. Tammy's Antiques and Consignment, located at 211 East Screven Street in Quitman, is a traditional Southern antique shop with a little twist, offering a consignment program that fits like a glove in the spacious downtown shop. But the real twist is Zumba. That's right, Tammy also offers Zumba fitness classes as well as tanning. Come by and check out the literally thousands of items upstairs and down. And if you have an item that you want Tammy to sell, bring it in. That's Tammy's Antiques and Consignment, 211 East Screven Street, Quitman, or give Tammy a call at 229-506-9146.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia. Woo-wee! Sweet Tea Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel, is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Teas for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great southern barbecue like it's supposed to be. And don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee! Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the Good Outdoors. Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Hey, welcome back to The Good Outdoors this morning. Excuse me, on a Feel Good Friday. We are going to give the weather forecast this morning. We were just talking about the break. We've already got thunderstorms forming in the Tallahassee area, and it's already heating up. It's going to be one of them kind of days, but it's going to be, for today, high of 94 degrees, 50% chance of rain, winds out of the southwest at 12 miles per hour. Saturday, high of 90 degrees, low Saturday night of 75, 50% chance of rain. And then on Sunday, cools down just a tad, at least it gets down in the 80s, but the chance of rain goes up 10% to 60%. So going to be dodging them scattered thunderstorms. Hey, summer in the south here. So y'all plan your weekend accordingly. Take some rain gear, but don't let it stop you because it might rain and it might not. That's what that means. But we were talking in the break. John brought up a good point. You said there's another good activity related to scalloping when you're down there, John. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
That's just to go to the boat landing, take your chair and your little beach umbrella, and sit back and watch everyone trying to back a boat in, and then not understanding why the boat won't crank. It worked good last year.
Brought it out and checked it out to make sure to crank. So after
it is a fiasco.
After a year in storage, you get down there and you're back in the water, it won't crank, and you sit there and wonder why.
And during scallop season, you'll see people down there in bathtubs with inner tubes around them. They'll go out
yeah.
anything.
Heck yeah, man. Let's go get them scallops. And again, the late breaking news from the governor of Florida is that he has opened the season for scalloping 2 days early. So you can actually go in and down in the bay there and scallop starting tomorrow. So make sure that you plan your trip, cancel your plans, rearrange your plans, and get you some scallops. It's 2 more days you can go down and enjoy it. So we're here with John Peak and Dawson Peak at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. We're doing some giveaways this morning, and I know everybody's sitting there ready to fire off that dial again, but we want to make sure that you understand what all's available out there. Everybody knows Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail obviously has the sporting clays and the quail hunts, but there's other opportunities out there, John, that y'all have.
We do have the rifle and pistol range, which is real popular. The pistol range, it is covered, so you are under shelter, so you do have a little bit of shade during this South Georgia summer heat.
Mm-hmm.
For that quick occasional thunderstorm you were just talking about, you are under shelter there, so
that's
kind of covered under that.
Yes, sir.
But one activity we started doing a while back, my wife kind of slipped up and come up with this idea.
Good
Comes up with
deal.
a good one every
now and then. That's
pretty
right.
much all of them that come out of our household.
That comes from her. Yeah, I know the feeling.
That's it. But we started doing birthday parties, and tell you, for when you get a little boy, 12 years old, 13 years old, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's all of a sudden not cool to go to the skating rink.
That's exactly right. That's
you
exactly
look for
right.
something cool to do, and they love the little birthday parties we've been doing. That's become a hot item, and the kids come out according to their age. If they're too small for a shotgun, we shoot 22 rifles, set up a little range on that. Like Darrell, he's a little kid on that. You know, the popping the eggs with a 22 rifle. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All the kids love that. But set up a little course for them there and let them shoot. And then if they're old enough, we have the shotgun range open, so we either shoot sporting clays or 5-stand or both of them. And back again to this summer heat. Then you can move inside, and we've got a big air-conditioned room that'll handle about 50 people, and they can have cake, ice cream, hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever they decide there. And we do have a big covered pavilion area that'll handle about 75 people, so we can set it up any format they would like.
That's right. It's a very nice area out there. The inside room there, you said that it'll hold about 50 people. It's very nice in there, and the biggest thing is nice and cool in there. You get out of that heat.
Crank that air up.
Yes, sir. You keep it nice and cool. But, you're right. When they get about 11, 12, 13 years old, they're in that in-between age where, you can't have a SpongeBob birthday. They don't really want to go rent a big blow-up slide to put in the yard, and they're just hard to plan for, hard to get them to do anything. And a great alternative would be a day out there at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. I've got a 12-year-old, and that's what we're going to be doing on his birthday. We'll be coming out there and joining you. So,
which also, on that, the 5-stand is lighted. So if it's something you want to do in the evening, we can do the evening party.
That's good. And another thing is, there's a lot of people out there that, single parents that work a lot and hadn't had a time to teach their kids about guns, and there's no need to be afraid, of a gun. If you don't own a gun and you want to have an event out there at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail, I about guarantee you John can hook you up with a 22 rifle and get out there and it's a super safe environment. I can't stress that enough. There's no way an accident is going to happen out there. That's just not even possible, short of tripping over your own shoelaces and falling down, and you ain't even going to do that with a gun in your hand. So there's absolutely no way that you're going to have an accident, and it's a good time to teach a kid the fun of shooting a gun, and also as a parent, maybe if you've not been around a gun, learning that hey, it's okay that it's not, a gun's not made to do harm. It's made to enjoy and have fun with. So y'all check it out. Y'all check John out there. Give it. You can look up his website at southwindsportingandclaysandquail.com. Is that right?
Southwindclaysandquail.com.
Southwindclaysandquail.com. That's right. And his information's on there. We're going to give away another prize here, Dawson. What you got there?
I got 2 free rounds of 5-stand.
2 free rounds of 5-stand. Now, this is one of my favorite activities, so you want to make sure you want to start calling. 229-253-0995 is the number to call. 2 rounds of 5-stands at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. This one's something to call in. So let's take, what did I say? Did I say what number? Let's take that caller number 5. This is caller number 1. Where are you calling from?
This is Moon. What's up, John?
Oh, Moon.
Man, you can't win. You disqualified.
Man, you can't win.
Hey, he can't shoot either, so.
Terrible shooter.
All right, appreciate you calling, Moon. All right, we'll take next caller. Caller, your number 2. Where are you calling from?
Camilla, Georgia.
Camilla, Georgia. Thanks for calling. Your number 2. Keep dialing. Caller number 3. Where are you calling from?
Going to Jacksonville.
Going to Jacksonville. I appreciate you trying. 2 more here. Hey, caller, you are number 4. You almost made it. Where are you calling from?
Valdosta, Georgia.
Valdosta, Georgia. You were 1 away. All right. Good morning, caller. You are the winner. You're caller number 5 for the 2 rounds of 5-stands. Where are you calling from, sir?
Alapaha, Georgia.
Alapaha, Georgia. What's your name?
Brian Rudisill.
Brian?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know where Southwind is?
Yes, sir. I've heard you talk about it.
All right. Well, get out there and claim your prize. I'm telling you, bring your shotgun, and that's a whale of a time on that 5-stand, and that's 2 rounds.
All right.
What's your last name, Brian?
Rudisill. Rudeseal.
EAL? Well, we
yes,
don't.
Sir.
I got it close enough there anyway. All right. 2 rounds of 5-stand. Appreciate you calling, Brian.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, buddy. All right, man, we writing this down here so we can keep it all straight and give it to John. You got to go to Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail out on the Equipment Highway just past the river on the right to claim your prizes. And, man, bring your shotguns, all you guys, and your rifles that's won, or your pistols that's one time on the shooting range. We're going to have 2 more prizes to give away. Matter of fact, Dawson, let's jump right in it. We're gonna try something a little different. Let's take the what you got to give away first. Let's go over that first.
I got 2 free 50-shot rounds of Sporting Clays.
Oh, this is a good one here. Okay, two 50-shot rounds. I'm writing this down of Sporting Clays.
With all this heat right now, you probably just want a 50-shot round.
I hear you. So
you bring a buddy with you.
You bring your buddy with you. That's right. Or you can save it for later. We'll let you. You got 2 rounds. You can use them any way you want to. Let's take the third lady caller. Okay, so all you men, sorry, you disqualify for this, and we're going to take the third female caller. Now, you can do what you want to with them, ladies, so but you got to be a lady, and don't be trying to disguise your voice. So we'll take caller number 3.
Dude, don't disguise your course.
Yeah, somebody tried it. They hung back up. So here we go. This is caller number 1. Where are you calling from this morning?
Nashville,
Georgia. Okay, you caller number 1, so hang up and try again. 229-253-0995. Here's another caller. Good morning. Where are you calling from?
Lake Park.
Lake Park. We almost missed it, so the next one's going to be the winner here. Good morning, caller. If you're female, you are caller number 3 and the winner. How you doing this morning?
Good, how are you?
All right. What's your name?
Regina Trowell.
Regina, where are you calling from?
Ray City.
Ray City. All right. Regina from Ray City, you just won 2 50-shot rounds of Sporting Clays at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. You can go shoot them, or you can bring somebody with you or whatever, but you are the winner. So we appreciate you listening this morning.
Thank you.
All right. You know where Southwind is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 10-4. Thank you for calling this morning.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you a lot. Good deal. We got a caller coming in. They're going to be heartbroken if they're trying to win. Good morning, caller. You on there? How are you? Hello. They just realized that they lost. So sorry. We wish we could give a prize to everybody that calls in, but that ain't the way a prize contest works, unfortunately. Have you ever won a prize, won a contest, Dawson?
I have.
Well, good deal. So you got a little luck.
I have.
What did you win?
Well, let's see here. We have these tournaments at Southwind, and we do a drawing after the tournaments. There's two tournaments, morning and afternoon. Yeah. And you can win $50. Well, I just get the lucky drawer to come up here and draw for us, and she draws my name.
Well, that sounds almost like home cooking there. I mean, I don't know. I'd about have to throw up a protest if I was out there.
Now, you do have to win in the tournament to be eligible for the drawing.
That too, but
okay.
I take care of that part. But
well, yeah, I guess you earned it in that case there. But we've given away a lot of prizes, and we're going to, in our next segment, I'm going to go ahead and put everybody on alert. We're going to give away a special prize in honor of Independence Day and July 4th to a lucky personnel or a member of the Moody Air Force Base team out there. We want to show our appreciation for what you guys do. So don't call yet, but in our next segment, we're going to give away a prize for you guys to enjoy at Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. So again, the late breaking news this morning is the Bay Area scallop season is opening 2 days early. It's going to start tomorrow. We're going to take this call real quick before we go to break. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. How are you?
Hey, man, it's Greg Fly. How y'all doing this morning?
We're doing good. How are you, buddy?
All right. Think it'll be a good day to go fishing?
Man, I guarantee you any day is a good day to go fishing, but you better be prepared when you go today because you're going to have the threat of thunderstorms. But with the barometric pressure the way it is right now, the winds out of the west, they bite the best. So, I mean, if you got the opportunity to go, I would go.
Who am I talking to? Who's speaking?
This is Steve Nichols. How you doing?
Oh, man.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a long time.
Long time. Yeah.
You're going to put some slabs in the boat.
There you go. Where are you fishing at?
A little farm pond.
Farm pond. Have you been catching some specks out of the pond, or you just trying to go get them this morning?
Yeah, we'll probably catch some brim.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bass, maybe a hook, something.
Well, good deal. Make sure you give us a call Monday morning and let us know how it turned out.
All right.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
All right. Thanks. We're going to run off to a break. We'll be right back here on the Good Outdoors on 99.5.
So, Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
Man, I have picked up some bad habits.
You don't need any more bad habits. Are you talking about Bad Habits Saloon and Grub?
Oh, yeah, baby. Nothing like throwing back a cold one and watching one of their 26 high-definition TVs.
Yeah, and you don't have to ask what sort of beverage they have, because they've got it all at Bad Habits Saloon and Grub.
That's right, over 300 bottled beers. Any premium drink you could ask for, including single malt scotch and single barrel bourbon.
And 48 beers on tap. Oh, and the food, from juicy ribeye steaks at $9.99 to foot-long premium hot dogs. And $10.99 all-you-can-eat wings from 10 to 11 p.m.
And no matter what mood you're in, there's 3 environments to enjoy: a dining area, a bar, an outside patio, TVs, and all 3 places, baby.
Come on out and enjoy a live DJ every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, and grab a $2 16-ounce draft or a $6 domestic bucket while you mingle.
Come visit Bad Habit Saloon and Grub and let them serve you what you want, not what they want you to have.
Bad Habit Saloon and Grub, near the mall on Gornto Road, right behind Exit 18 Liquors. Tell them we sent you from the Good Outdoors.
Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Darrell's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree, and they don't even see me.
Man, that Real Tree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden, the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Darrell, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Real Tree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie.
Hey, welcome back to the Good Outdoors on a Feel Good Friday here on 99.5 Kicks Country. This is our wrap-up segment brought to you by Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail, and we're honored to have John Peak and his son Dawson Peak in here this morning doing some giveaways. We've had several winners here. But y'all check out Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail out on the Quitman Highway, just past the river on the right on Highway 84, headed towards Quitman. And also his website at southwindclaysandquail.com. All your information is there about the rifle and pistol range, the Sporting Clays course, the opportunities for birthday parties, and, of course, some of the finest quail hunting that I've ever had the pleasure of doing. And I've been to a lot of places in my life. So make sure you check it out. We've had winners this morning. Denny Wood called in. He won a 50-round gift certificate for 50 rounds of clays. Troy called in this morning, 2 hours on the rifle and pistol range. He won. Brian called in and won 2 rounds on the 5-stand. And Regina won our women's category for 2 50-round sporting clays and quail. So congratulations to you guys. And right now, without further ado, we're going to give away a prize. You got to be a military guy stationed at Moody Air Force Base, military guy or gal stationed at Moody Air Force Base, and we're going to take the third caller. What we're going to give them, Dawson?
2 hours of free rifle and pistol range, plus a T-shirt.
All right, 2 hours on the rifle and pistol range, plus a T-shirt. Whatever size you need. If you're a Moody Air Force Base personnel, give us a call, 229-253-0995. It's our way of saying thank you for what you do out there at Moody.
for our country and keeping us safe and sound. So 229-253-0995. We'll take the first call here. Good morning, caller. You're number one. You're stationed at Moody?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
My name is Sean Montier.
All right, Sean Montier, we appreciate what you do. You're caller number one, so hang up and call back real fast.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. 229-253-0995 is the number to call. It being Friday near July 4th, we may not have too many people up and at 'em here this morning, but we'll go ahead and take this call. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. Who am I talking to?
Talking to Sean Montier, sir.
Sean, you got in again. So, hey, hang up and call back real fast here.
You got it.
All right. 229-253-0995 is the number to call. It could be Sean. Here we go. Who is it? Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
How you doing? It's Brian.
Hey, Brian?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're stationed at Moody Air Force Base, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we sure appreciate what you do for our company, or our country, I should say. Dawson, what did he win this morning?
He won 2 hours of free rifle and pistol range, plus a T-shirt.
All right. Well, Brian, all you got to do is go out to Southwind and take your weapon out there and enjoy 2 hours for free on the rifle and pistol range and pick up your free T-shirt, man. We appreciate what you do. And have you been to Southwind before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good deal. Well, you know where it's at, man. And, again, we appreciate what you do for our country, and our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family as always, buddy.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, man. We sure appreciate Brian. So we've had two Brians win this morning. Denny Wood, Troy, Brian, Regina. Appreciate y'all calling in, and John and Dawson. We appreciate you coming in and doing this for us on a Friday. And what you got, Dawson? Speak up.
We got one more.
You got one more?
Same thing, but just for veterans.
Just for veterans, okay. Since we're running a little close to the end of our show, we'll take the first veteran to call in and win the same thing that Brian just won, 2 hours on the rifle and pistol range and a free T-shirt. So if you're a veteran, give us a call. We got a call coming this morning. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. How are you?
I'm good.
Who am I talking to?
Brian?
Brian, is this the same Brian?
No, different one.
Okay, we've had another Brian this morning. We've had plenty of Brian. So you're a veteran. What are you a veteran of? What branch of service?
Navy.
Navy veteran. Well, we sure appreciate your service to the country, Brian. And have you ever been out to Southwind?
No, never been there before.
Well, you're in for a treat. You just head down the Quitman Highway, Highway 84, like you're leaving Valdosta, headed to Quitman. Once you pass the river, which is on the Lowndes County, Brooks County line, take the first drive to the right. There'll be a sign out there by the road, and head up in there, and John and Dawson will get you hooked up.
That sounds good.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for listening to the show, man, and thanks for what you've done for our country.
No, I appreciate it.
All right, yes, sir. So we had that was for 2 hours on the rifle and pistol range and a free T-shirt, right?
That's correct.
All right. So the last two callers, that's what you won, and we appreciate all the people calling in this morning. And again, we appreciate John and Dawson Peak coming in this morning and doing this on a Feel Good Friday for y'all. Those of y'all who are just joining us, we do this every every morning, Monday through Friday, from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. right here on 99.5 Kicks Country. We talk about anything and everything in the good outdoors, from hunting and fishing to horseback riding, the sporting clays, camping, grilling. It doesn't matter. If it's an outdoor activity, we support it and encourage it. As long as it's ethical and legal, you got our support. So any announcements you have, any events you've got, fishing, rodeos, any kind of fundraisers that's going on, we're here to spread the word and spread our love for the good outdoors that was passed on by our father. Normally I'm joined by my brother Darrell, but he's off on vacation this week, so he'll be back bright and early Monday morning, thank goodness, because it's hard to do a talk show when you got only yourself to talk to. So
he probably ain't listening. He's probably bed asleep.
Oh, I guarantee he ain't listening. He's slacking off. He'll have to listen to the rerun. For those of you who don't know, if you missed the show during the morning or hear something particularly interesting, you can listen to it again probably about after 4 p.m. every day. You can go to our website at thegoodoutdoorswithaz.com and listen to the rerun. So that's probably what Darrell's doing, because I don't think on vacation he's getting up at 4 in the morning.
Nah.
I don't think I would.
He's nursing a sunburn about now.
Yeah, he's prone to the sunburn. He just can't get the whole thing about sunblock into his head for some reason. So he'll come back and he'll look like a raccoon because he has his sunglasses on, and he'll have white eyes and a red head. So he'll look a little goofy for about a week.
Get a picture and place it on Facebook.
Well, that's what we need to do. Teach him a lesson. But we appreciate all the winners calling in this morning and winning the prizes. And John, once again, we appreciate you coming in and doing this. And y'all remember that the Bay Scallop season has opened 2 days early. We've been broadcasting all week that it opens July 1st, but yesterday, Governor Rick Scott of Florida got with the Florida Wildlife Commission and decided to open it 2 days early. So you can head down to the Bay Area tomorrow and kick off your scalloping season 2 days early. That is a fact. And again, if anybody asks you why you're down there scalloping, you tell them that Steve of the Good Outdoors said it was okay, and I'm sure they'll let you go right on. So we've had a good morning this morning, giving away a bunch of prizes, and that's always a good thing, talking about the Good Outdoors. And again, you guys, if you haven't been to Southwind out there, make sure you check it out. He's got way more to offer than just the sporting clays. He's got the fantastic quail. You got great bird dogs and guys and guides that know how to work the bird dogs. It's always, man, the quail shooting's a bonus to me, but getting there and watching those dogs work and how smart they are, that is phenomenal. And the habitat, after having Joe Reams in here from Southern Habitats and learning the crucial things about quail needing, they desire to be within 70 feet, study shows, of cover. And that's why your place is so good out there. There's plenty of cover. There's good open areas to actually shoot the birds in, but there's also cover, escape cover, and it's just a good experience. And there's a lot of pine trees get shot out there. Chad Slaughter, if you're listening, yeah, I'm calling you out, buddy. I saw you in rare form there, shooting a couple of pine trees, and we're never going to let you live that down. So, but that's okay. The pine tree will bounce back. And Bill Slaughter, if you're listening, hey, one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. The man don't even need to fire a gun to kill a quail. He just uses the butt of his shotgun. The quail jumped up and he smacked it with the butt of his shotgun and killed it graveyard dead. So that's talent right there when you kill one without firing a shot. And
just give you a baseball bat instead of a gun.
That's right. He can get it done there. So Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail, check them out on the internet at southwindclaysandquail.com, or just ride out any Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. John will be out there. Dawson's normally out there. You might see him doing a little work. You might see him driving the old Bronco around. And I think the last time I was out there, you actually took off and ran it out of gas and had to walk back.
Did it again yesterday, too.
You got to look at the gas gauge, Dawson. All right, we appreciate everybody listening. We're going to get out of here. Hear the Good Outdoors calling my name. Going to take a back road and head out there. We got a lot of people heading fishing this weekend. Y'all be safe. Be safe out there on the water. Be safe going to and from. And have a good weekend at the Good Outdoors. And we'll be back here Monday morning. Thank y'all for listening.
You've been listening to The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie. Join us every weekday at 4:30 when we'll do it again.